Hi guys, Phonsy here from GM Motorsport Australia Speed. Today we've got another VE with an LS3 M6. So pretty cool. We've got a chopper reed, bit hard to see because we've got the cover back on. CNC heads, and basically, yeah, we've got a VCM OTR and we've got Manta pipes. So we've had a few accusations saying we only recommend our products. We recommend our products because they usually make more power. But if you've got one of these, it's not far behind. So we'll show you at the end of the day that you still get good results. But if you want the ultimate and you haven't bought it, you probably should buy the Ramjet 3 and now a triple step. But if you do have them, we're not going to force you to change them. We're just going to give you what the results you may get. And with this combination, they're good quality products still, so they'll work. If it's like one of the cars we did a video the other day and it was tiny little 1 5/8 pipes, or 1.9 inch through the cats, well, we're going to tell you really need to change it. But we'll run it up, we'll show you the awesome sounding chopper reed, GM Motorsport heads and the other supporting accessories that you still can get a good result. Let's go. There you go, good numbers, 353 at 6.6. So with the LS3, it brings that curve down a little bit. Also with the intake, not slam the intake, it's got the MAF still in it. So these packages, it was a Ramjet, would go with the MAFless. We don't have the MAFless thing for this intake, so it was just left as is. So yeah, these camshafts quite interesting as well. They make very similar power to the Street Racer and the TK. And we'll just show you here that down low we actually needed a lot more fuel. So to give you for an instance, up here quite lean, and we've had to tip in more fuel, especially through these areas here from 0.92 down to 0.88. We actually made more power as well with it being a little bit richer. So it just shows you as well. So we don't just drop a tune in, we actually tune it to the car. Specifically to, obviously the intake's a little bit different, the exhaust is a little bit different. So it's not just a cookie cutter thing. When we do it, we individually tune each car to their requirements. They're all a bit different, just like us humans. They need a little bit of TLC. So in this case, we did our best to make it good for the customer, even though it hasn't got all our affiliate parts on it. It doesn't matter. We'll still do your car correctly and get you good results. Thanks, guys. Okay guys, let's go for a drive in a chopper reed manual and let's see if it's done correctly and tuned, what the manners are like, and see if it's appropriate for you. Let's go. Okay guys, we're gonna go for a drive with a chopper reed. This has got, I think, somewhat as a standard clutch. It's not completely standard, but yeah, it's not a completely twin plate or rattly. It has a spring assistance. We're on an incline, let's take off and should be able to just go along and no problem in the world. So it returns to 1,000. You can see the RPM. So we're just coasting, it comes back to 1,000 RPM. We're in 4th gear, and even if we floor it, yeah, the way it goes, it's nice. Just down change. So we're just cruising away. Does everything that it should do. You'll see, I'll come back up and I know we'll get to about 1,800 RPM. Click it in neutral. There's a lot of people have different driving styles as well. So that's in neutral, coming up. I wouldn't drive like that, but that's how it does. It comes back to 950 RPM. You come into a corner, It's doing everything correctly. Away we go. So even at, let's go down to 1500, full throttle. Oh, so away we are, and just to the speed limit. But yeah, it cruises and does, it will accelerate, it will turn the tyres if you really want it to. That was about to let loose and break traction. But yeah, traction control on, and you can see it just cruises nicely. You know, we're at 50 k's, just a little bit with the clutch you can hear there, but that's an aftermarket clutch in that, and it's pretty good actually. So some of the clutches are horrendous. And that's just about half throttle, obviously for reasons I don't want to break any laws. So you come up to an intersection, down change, down, got no problems in the world. It returns to idle, does everything correctly. So if I can even make it, you know, experienced driver, make it very smooth. But even if you're not an experienced driver, it's pretty good. You can, you know, we're in 4th gear, lugging away, doing 40 k's. So yeah, it's pretty good. We'd go down to 3rd realistically. You know, at 30, 40 k's we're doing right now. So there's no stall conditions. In it goes. We'll go to reverse. Away we go. That's up a slight incline, back in, and take off no throttle. So no throttle at all with that one. So yeah guys, that's a drive in a chopper Reid that's tuned correctly. Obviously clutch choice is important too. Certain lightweight ones, or you know, different things with not the sprung centers, you know, can make different noises at times. That's just part of the nature of it. But if it's tuned correctly, you know, you'll see your RPM be stable. You might hear the clutch noise a little bit on that, but realistically, for what the intended use is and the camshaft, you can make this a really good car to drive around as long as you've got that clutch married up and got someone that's competent in tuning it. The chopper Reid can still be a great daily camshaft, and you've seen it lug down from 1500 RPM, which is still pretty impressive as well. So yeah, if it's done correctly, it can be a good cam. Sounds awesome, and it doesn't have to be done with all our components. So you do have, you know, if it's got another exhaust and OTR that is somewhat up to scratch, it can still work for you and get it done. But we do recommend, if you haven't bought the parts, to follow our recipe. Our recipe is proven to make the most power, and we can look after you on prices on the parts. But if you already got some of the stuff, talk to one of our consultants, Bastion or Cody. They'll point you straight. They're straight shooters, and they'll tell you whether the parts will be appropriate, and they'll give you the estimated power figure. All right, thanks guys. See you soon.